Hello, my name is Serena and I am the artist of this piece. I don't know if that's, I don't know if I should even be announcing that. I apologize if you hear background noises. I'm just kind of in the living room and I don't really have a setup going on. I just wanted to kind of turn this into somewhat of a voiceover. So I'm past the stage of sketching now. I'm doing official line work for Scarlet. And this piece, honestly, to me, was incredibly fun. I challenged myself in ways that I'd never done before in art, so it was a really daunting and scary thing to approach with at first, but it ended up being a really fun thing for me to work on. Her lance was a bit weird, trying to transition it into something that made sense to me. If you guys remember how it looks in the video game, it doesn't really have a seat and she just kind of sits on kind of like a witch's stick. I included the references that I used to work with. I used a lot of Arcane's Piltover to kind of fuel my background, because I don't usually draw backgrounds like this, so I was really scared. I watched the video and you can see me fail over and over again, constantly make these shapes, erase it, move it around, and it was really upsetting at first and frustrating, but the end result made me feel so good. You could see me putting out the details, the sketching with a little bit of line work. I wanted it to look I actually don't know what I was going for here. You see me make that tower. I actually end up moving it because it didn't seem like it fit. And I watched a little bit of YouTube videos on the side on how other people were doing their pieces, and it really encouraged me. Pretty much all it was is that I just did a bunch of rectangles on top of a bunch of big rectangles on top of smaller rectangles to kind of define the structure's shape, if that makes any sense. It's just the way that I simplified it for myself is that background is just a bunch of fucking shapes, you know? And so that's how I guess I got working with it. You could see me get used to it and start getting really confident after the first window. I included little snippets of the actual Enigma map because I wanted to just color pick from the original. I wanted to keep it the same color scheme and everything. I wanted people to be able to recognize the background very quickly. And so this was so much fun. I never actually got to do any type of background like this. I feel like nature is so simple because you just draw a bunch of leaves. It doesn't have to make sense, but to do something like a city, it's daunting. I don't know if I'm going around in circles. I didn't write a script for this. I'm just rewatching the video and talking as it goes over it. Yeah, I was so upset. So that's why I was very happy when I went, oh my god, I did it. And here I am trying to make it look like the floor that she's on is kind of reflective. I wanted to add a little bit of the color from her shoes, the color from the gold of the lance, you know. I actually went on a different route when it came to shading her. I wanted to make her coat look like it was kind of reflective, a different type of material almost, and I don't know if I succeeded too well on that, but all in all, I'm kind of really happy with how everything turned out. Yeah. And I actually have a lot of fun drawing lance and metal, gold, things like that, because there's something about adding deep highlights and deep shadows that makes it so fun to making edges soft, keeping hard edges, deciding which one I want to keep, this and that. I hated this part. This is the part where I went absolutely batshit crazy. You could see the fire at the end of the lance is something that just took away from the image. It felt like it was so out of place, you know, and I hated it so much. I didn't know what to do with it. I wanted to cover it up. I wanted to hide it. And because it is gold and metal, I did add a little bit of color from her jacket, color from her leggings, and you could see that I'm adding steam now, and I was like freaking out trying to do all these things. I actually really like how it ended up here, but I don't, my boyfriend insisted that I added the hot rod, like, and you know, overall it's still really good. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Oh my god, it doesn't stop right there.